The Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, has received the forensic reports of the Niger Delta Development Commission on behalf of President Muhammadu Buhari. Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Apkabio, says 13,777 contracts for projects and programs were awarded in all Niger Delta states from 2001 to August 2019 at a total contract value of over 3.2 trillion. He notes that the names and identities of beneficiary companies are captured in the report. Celestina Area reports.
The future of the Niger Delta Development Commission is largely dependent on inculating forensic reports into all its projects since inception, presented to the President. Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Apkabio, who handed over the report to the minister, says that 13,777 contracts for projects and programs were awarded to contractors and consultants in all Niger Delta states from 2001 to August 2019 at a total final contract value of over 3.2 trillion naira. He noted that the intention of the exercise is not to witch hunt anybody, but to correct the mistakes of the past. Rather, the report identified the number of beneficiary companies. The exact status of all contracts were established, while funding gaps, irregularities, and mismanagement were observed. It was also established that no state had made payment in terms of ecological funds, including the federal government. The exercise, carried out by over 390 personnel, took place in 16 states in the Federation.
The intention of this exercise is not to witch hunt anybody or any organization. The intention had always been to correct the wrongs of the past. The people wanted to know what was happening. How come trillions are entering NDDC and they had little or no 5-kilometer dualized road to show? In fact, even the headquarters building that was started in 1994-95 could not be completed in 19 years. Outside that, they stayed in a rented apartment where they were paying over 300 million a year.
Operations of the Commission should be totally computerized. Reconciliation of all 362 bank accounts of the NDDC and to establish the presence or absence overcharges by various banks involved. All converted NDDC projects should be recovered from individuals and put to the use for its intended purpose. The Commission should adopt a standard for contract with appropriate profit margin, 25% recommended. All salaries and allowances of the Commission should be reconstructed to reflect that of similar agencies and Commission. All staff active or retired who are involved in the issues of contract splitting, conflict of interest, contract execution, overpayment without due process should be made to account for their actions. Effort should be made to reconcile and recover the sum of $4 billion as standard 3% contribution from oil companies. Practice of mobilization payments should be abolished. On his part, Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami says the recommendations from the report will be considered and implemented.
The report on the forensic audit of the NDDC annual recommendations will therefore be critically analyzed for necessary action and implementation. We owe it a duty to the people of the Niger Delta region to improve their standard of living through the provision of adequate infrastructural and socio-economic development.
The federal government will consequently apply the law to remedy the deficiencies outlined in the audit report as appropriate. This will include initiation of criminal investigations, prosecution, recovery of funds not properly utilized for public purposes, review of the laws and reposition, and the restructure of the NDDC for effective or better service delivery. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.